What's up guys, this is Coach Trey from ArmWrestling, and today I'm going to show you more than 20 forearm, wrist and finger strength exercise that you can do in any gym. So we get a lot of new arm wrestlers coming in and a lot of people who are interested in arm wrestling, and one of the things they comment most of the time is like, I don't have a gym equipment, I don't have the handles, like I cannot get better, and it's completely false. So today I'm going to show you some exercises that actually arm wrestlers use without any special equipment. Of course we're going to work with handles when we have them, because handles are kind of made a little better to hit some spots, but most of the time we have trained without the handles with just classic gym equipment. So all these exercises you basically can do in any gym. All you need is a cable system, all you need is a barbell, dumbbell, or just lifting plates. So everything you can find in a normal gym. So to get comments right out of the way, spots on my hand is from cupping therapy that I do as a recovery. So don't worry, I'm fine, it's a recovery thing. So I'm gonna show you a bunch of exercises that you can do anywhere, any gym. I'm gonna give you some guidelines in description on how many sets or reps you should do or on this type of exercises, because I explain which exercises are more arm wrestling type, which exercises are kind of full range, full range muscle building exercises. This video will help anyone who wants to get stronger forearms or just wants to get stronger at arm wrestling, because it really is like, I will give you 20 plus exercises, and yeah, I use 15 of them at least, you know. So all these exercises are great. You don't need to have handles. Of course, handles help because they hit some spots perfectly. And honestly, most important is range of motion that we are working in and the load where we're getting it. Because you can do full range extensions, you can do some exercises that will never benefit arm wrestling, that look like, you know, your forearms getting jacked, but they do not really hit for arm wrestling. So today I'm showing you some variations that you can do in any gym. Yeah, let's go. The easiest thing that you can do to train your forearms, of course, is the barbell. So one of my favorite exercises is wrist curls with both arms on the bench. So you can have full grip or thumb under grip. So if you want to build more of forearm muscle, you would love to do, or you need to do, full range like this, or at the tip of your fingertips like this. But if your goal is to get stronger for arm wrestling, we want to get stronger from straight wrist position or a little bit bent back position. So you want to do this exercise like pause, in starting position, curl it. Pause, curl it. Like this. So depending on what I want, if I want to get more muscle activated, I will do full range, or if I want to get more blood flow to my tendons, muscles and everything, I will do full range. Closer to competition, I will not do full range, I will do just partials. So of course single arm is very important, and I love to do single arm, especially for arm wrestling, because one arm might be stronger than the other, and if aesthetics isn't the thing that you're gonna be thinking of, one of the best exercises that you can do is single arm wrist curls with a barbell. Because it's a barbell, it will activate not only your forearm flexors, but also extensors, pronator, supinator, and all involved muscle groups, because you have to keep the bar still. So if bar is swinging from one side to another, a lot of activation is involved. So again, you can do full range like this, letting your wrist go all the way back. You can do by letting it out on your fingertips. Or again, arm wrestling part would be straight wrist, curl, straight wrist, curl. Another great variation is decline position. It will add most tension on top. So, I don't have a decline bench. Basically, you can just move forward and keep your elbows off the bench like this. Full range, letting out on your fingertips, partial range. If you do decline position, it will load your forearms more on top position than in the middle. If you're doing on a flat bench, it will load your forearms in the starting position more than at the end position. And it's the same thing you can do with single arm, but you can use your knee. Again, full range at the tip of your fingertips, full range with the wrist, partial range. One of the best forearm building exercises with a barbell that you can do, again, in any gym, is wrist curls with under the barbell. This is the closest thing to arm wrestling because the end of the barbell is kind of thick, so it kind of fits in your hand if you do it for arm wrestling. But if you do it for gaining muscle, it will work too. So about 45-degree angle on your knee. You can do full range. You can let it out with your fingertips. So letting out on the fingertips, letting the wrist go all the way back, or staying in partial range like this. With dumbbells, I like to do standing wrist curls. Letting out on top of my fingertips like this, curl it up, and do a pause on top.
This sounds silly to me. Yesterday, I got down
like this. Of course, you can do always the same variation on your knee. Full range, letting out on your fingertips. It's kind of easier than doing it with a barbell because there's not that much stabilization involved. But again, you can do full range. You can do partial range. You can just work with your wrist going on top. With all the variations that we can do with dumbbell, I don't like flat bench because it's kind of uncomfortable. It will hit your forearm. There will not be that much tension on top, so I always recommend everyone to do it decline. So either on your knee or a decline bench. Most job in arm wrestling or lifting or gripping is done with the flexors. But to keep everything in check, I recommend always to train extensor muscles right here. So two of my favorite variations, which basically I switch around and do from, you know, depending on what I want, is pretty simple. You take a barbell, you put the barbell on your knees, fully flex, fully extend. And the same exercise you can do with dumbbells. Don't let your arms go like this because this is the most comfortable position. Let the thumbs go down, curl it, extend it, curl it, extend it. So another thing that almost any gym will have is a cable machine and basically some kind of handle that's similar to this. Is it static, is it moving around, kind of doesn't matter. So here again, we can work like this. If we want a full range, we let it out on our fingertips and cup it in. You can leave thumb down, up, whichever you prefer. Pretty easy, pretty similar to what we do in arm wrestling. Or you can do partial range like this, just from straight wrist position, not letting out your fingers, just cup it in. And variations, how you do your forearms, can also change. It should not be always like this. You can be doing it by wrist facing you, like your palm facing you, like this. Again, letting out on fingers, just cupping. Or you can do it basically with pressing down movement. Here you can get full extension, like this. Most activation of forearm muscles. Or you can do it from basically straight wrist position and just kind of curl it, not press it, but curl it downwards, like this. These are not the most comfortable candles. I like them static, where, you know, the handle doesn't move around and it slides. So basically you can find it almost in any gym. If you have a fat grip, add to it, you basically have a good arm wrestling handle. You don't need anything much more. So another thing to train arm wrestling finger strength, containing strength, is a plate, just a plate. So however you want, basically you want your fingers kind of flat like this and just curl it in. You can do it right here in front of you. You can do full range. I'm using a small plate. I don't want to work that hard in this video. Like this. You can do it behind your back, like this, to both arms, so you can use bigger weights, speeding it up. A lot of different variations how you can do this, and it will add not only on your forearm and flexor strength, but your grip and containment strength. So those are the exercises. You can do it in any gym. You can incorporate them in any of your workouts. So if the hands or forearms are your weakest point, grip, containing things like that, you can add 1 or 2 exercises each time you work out, like easily. All the information about like sets and reps and my guidelines that I would recommend is in description. Check that out. I hope video helped you. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out our merch, pro and basic arm wrestling plans, as well as our Patreon system. Link is in description. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.